In this video, I'm going to go over exactly how you can still enjoy your evenings out, socialise on a weekend, go out for that brunch with those girls, and still be able to drop weight at the exact same time. So we're going to go into 4 main key areas that we teach at Dream Big Coaching, where I have helped over 300 plus women drop 5 to 10 kg in weight and absolutely goddamn love themselves, and also still never give up that glass of wine, Prosecco, and that meal out. So let's get into it. There are 4 key areas that we dial into which help you mentally, but also help you dial into how you plan before you go out for your meal. By including these 4 things, it will stop that kind of like food noise and food guilt, which a lot of women have when it comes to going out to eat, because you always feel guilty when you go and have something that you feel like is wrong to have when you're going out, because we always have that concept in our head that we can't go and eat all the food that we love and still drop weight at the same time. So number 1, we look to plan our meal ahead of time before we even go out. So what I mean by that is go check the menu. Go have a look at the menu of where you're going to and exactly plan out what meals you're going to have. The reason as to why this is great is because you go in with a plan of action, rather than 9 times out of 10 when you get there, you're like, oh, bugger, I'm going to have this, 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 and this, which also means that goes from around about 800 calories to probably like 2,000 plus calories. Okay, so going with a plan of action is the best thing to do. Within that point 2, is when you plan out what your meal is going to be, you are then able to figure out kind of like an average of what those calories could be. I mean, the internet is great for this. So easily, if you don't have a coach who can guide you with that, use ChatGPT, use some form of AI to help you out, to give you approximation of calories. You can easily add in the menu and it can give you out. By doing that, you can then deduct that main amount of calories of what that is going to be to your daily calorie amount. That does not mean that you should stop eating throughout the day, okay? But I will go on to that on number 2, the main point. But with that being the case, it then means and you're aware of them, what your overall calories are. Even if you are going to go over, you're then able to understand then where maybe we need to kind of dial in a few little days of where you drop maybe 100 calories here or there, so that your overall calories of the week still outline that you're in a calorie deficit, which is the ultimate area that we need to dial into for you to also drop weight. And going with a plan of action, we're also picking our food prior, and then we then work out what those calories are to then fit with what our daily calories and our over weekly calories should be. Number 2. And that is plan your daily meals. Everyone has the impression that you should skip meals before you go and eat out. You should eat fucking nothing. You should basically only have protein. You should never have carbs. Absolutely not, okay? When you look to starve yourself before you go out to eat, you are basically just going to gorge on all of the fucking food that you have when you're out, which defeats the whole point. Eat sufficient meals of a good range of food. So again, still good lot of protein, carbs, and fats. So then you're not starving before you go out, which naturally means that you're going to basically binge. The only thing what I mean by this though is when with your digestion and how you eat, your body gets into understandings of the times that you normally eat, right? If you change that up, again, it's all going to be a bit all over the place, and your body's like, what the hell is going on? So still eat your meals as you normally would, just condense them so that your daily calories match obviously what they need to be, including your meal out. This means that you're still getting sufficient meals in and like fueling your body in the right way. Number 3, be smart with alcohol. If you're going out to drink, then what I would suggest is you stick to spirits and diet mixes rather than looking to go for like wines and cocktails, okay? Still, don't get me wrong, honey. Go for Prosecco. If you're feeling bougie as fuck, go for champagne. They are lower in calories, but look to go for a spirit and diet mixer. Let's be honest here. So if you go for a cocktail, we're going for 200 plus calories, okay? Because there is a hell of a lot of sugary stuff in there. There's normally a load of like sugar syrup in it, loads of like fruit juices, and all of that combined together, 200 plus calories. That's also like ridiculous amount that then you're just drinking. So then if you look to have a spirit and diet mixer, it then means you're probably going for around about 50 calories because you've gone for a spirit, and then your diet mixer is normally like 1 calorie anyway. So that is a really great way that you structure alcohol into your plan of action so that you're not drinking your calories, you're being smart around it, so you can still have 1 or 2 drinks here or there. And number 4, dial into movement. This is the movement before you could meal out, and then also the day after. Still get movement in on the day that you're going to eat. However, do not use movement as punishment, or you're doing it so that you feel like you need to earn the food that you're going to eat. That is not what it's about, okay? Movement is great. When I will say that when you look to do movement, it generally makes you feel more inclined to make smarter choices around food anyway. It still is also in your structure of what your normal day is, so that's before. And you also just feel better as well when you go out. And then the day after is all about not punishing yourself, okay? Everyone feels like, oh my God, I've eaten so much food yesterday, I should go punish myself with a fuck ton of cardio or exercise. Not the case whatsoever. One meal is not going to ruin your progress, okay? And also as well with that too, is use the food as fuel for your next training session. Use it to the point of your advantage for your training, not for punishment. And my final little bit of a tip here is, especially as well, if you're going out to drink, and let's say, for example, you are going to be hungover the next day, plan your snacks for the next day too. So say, for example, you love to get a pizza when you're hungover, go buy one from the supermarket or from the store. So rather than ordering like a Domino's and stuff, you are probably going to go for around about 500 calories rather than going for like a pizza, which is around about 1,500 to 2,000 calories. It's a really, really smart choice. And again, it just dials into you just kind of like getting back into the swing of things the next day. Giving you the 4 pillars of the main areas that you need to dial into to still be able to drop weight and still enjoy the food that you love and go out and socialize. And just remember, ladies, do not feel guilty. One meal is not going to ruin your whole progress. So if you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to drop me a follow, subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on Instagram at Gabriella Lucia Fitness.